Hey guys, good afternoon. It's RG here, and we are live from the studio with a fun new release. Now, if you caught our live earlier today, then you heard that starting Thursdays, we're going to be launching all of our brand new releases or our bundles to give you just a little bit more time to be able to take advantage of the bundled price. So, as soon as our live ends today, we are going to open up the bundle at 6 p.m. Arizona time so that you can jump in on the amazing deal of the bundle. What the bundle consists of in this particular week is 3 different stamp sets, a 6x8, a 4x6, and a 4x4 at a 15% discount. So when you go to the shop, you'll be able to click on sale and you'll be able to see this week's bundle. The bundle will go live this afternoon or evening at 6 p.m. all the way until midnight on Saturday night. So you have all day Friday, all day Saturday to be able to jump in on this amazing deal, and we're super excited. I can't wait to be able to reveal it for you for the very first time, as you can see what this bundle is all about. As a matter of fact, I get to be a little bit more dramatic with our launch. Now, for those of you who are tuning in for the first time and you didn't watch today's morning video, happy Valentine's Day. I hope you're all having an amazing, fun-filled day filled with family and friends and love all around you. We're super excited to be able to get to celebrate this date with you on one of our live events. How's everybody doing?
Everyone's doing excellent. Happy Valentine's.
Happy Valentine's
and they are
Day.
just admiring how handsome you look.
Okay, so let's go ahead and switch over to our top view.
What? Oh.
You were faster than me. I was
Okay,
like,
well.
I was really gonna be incognito with my launch. But let me show you the 6x8 stamp set of what is called the Crown Bundle. So the Crown Bundle is, we've got stunning crowns, which is a 6x8, and it looks like this. It is a beautiful set, especially for stationery. I've got 3 different sentiments on here. Now, these two are 2 separate pieces. This is an entire full crown, but it allows you to layer, it allows you to build. I absolutely adore it. You are stunning. Nothing can stop you. You make me want to be a better person. I love the various different sentiments that come in stunning crown. And of course, to help coordinate that, I brought in the 4x6, which is called burlap print. I love the burlap print on this particular 4x6. It allows us to create beautiful backgrounds, and we're going to get to play with a little bit that today. We're going to play with that a little bit today. I said that weird, didn't I? And then, of course, another coordinating set, which is Perfect You, which is in our 4x6. And they all fit inside the crowns are, you are the most perfect you there is. You are enough. You are one of the bravest people I know. And thank you. I love the sentiments and the message. And again, sometimes it doesn't have to be so flowery. Sometimes it doesn't have to be so whimsy. These gives us a little bit more down to earth, or a serious note, I guess, if you will, that gives us the opportunity to be flexible and bring our projects to life. So this particular bundle is called the Crown Bundle. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's called RG's. Yes, Crown Bundle.
The Crown Bundle, and it regularly retails for
54 something.
54 something or other, and it is.
I will give you the price right now. 1 second.
And it is on sale for.
Alright, so its regular price $54.97 the bundle, and it's on the price sale is $46.
So $54.97 is the regular price, but the bundle together is $46.72 is the bundle until Saturday at midnight. So are you guys ready to see it come to life?
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do now is I actually have a very, very serious color palette here. I'm starting off with some sweet cane. I also have one of my favorite greens right now, which is rich cactus. Love the Sour Crush on, and again, it's a little bit of a faded denim-y almost. And I'm going to be using some vanilla cream. So I'm not using my traditional regular white base card. And we're going to do a little bit of stamping and a little bit of layering here using the different features. But the first thing I want to do here is I'm going to go ahead and layer these together so that I can create a little bit of a teared edge. So I want to just kind of bring in, I'm going to layer these together and see how well I do here. Just to bring in a little bit more of that torn edge vibe to my project. I love that. And once I decided what I wanted, I'll start, and I'm going to go ahead and start stamping on this particular project. Now, before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and fluff up the edge. I'm actually going to use the crowns that are on their own. Now, earlier today, I did play with the set, and I created a few different projects that I'm going to show you. I have a feeling, though, that I left them because I took photos of them, and I think I took them out. So if you don't mind, the other projects that I created that I'm going to show them here at the end.
Where are they?
No, they could be in the right out here.
Answering some questions.
Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm going to stamp directly onto the stamp mat here. And I love the crown element. Now this particular one you can decide to leave as a crown. So I'm going to stamp, but I'm also going to stamp off so that I get that double layer. You see that? So pretty. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And I love that it's got both sides to the stamp here. Sorry. I can't see otherwise. And then I'm going to stamp off the grid. And again, it starts creating this beautiful whimsy. I love it. So again, you've got, and it's more of a regular, natural look. I'm going to do another stamp off. Let me make sure that I get. Because of course these are die based, so you can do a more of a traditional stamp off, which I'm going to do to start filling in some of those backgrounds before I decide to bring in my sentiment. Now what's so great about this set, of course, is also that you have the opportunity to layer. So as you can see, there's different additional leaves if you want to layer, or bring in different colors too. Pretty. Check it out, guys. I love it. And again, once I start to layer into all my colors, it gives me such a unique look, and I love that about this particular set, because it's like none of the other sets that we have that has, you know, either cutesy or just different types of elements. I think this is one of the most unique sets that we've launched yet, and I love it. Now the other thing that I want to do is I want to create a little bit of a burlap background on this, and so I'm going to use our burlap print, and I'm going to bring in some sweet cane onto that background, but I'm also going to stamp it off because I want a very, very light, more texture-y background. Super light, just more to create texture. Thank you so much. So you see that a little bit? It almost looks like a print in. Super light. I can decide to do it again. I'm going to do it one more time. And I'm trying not to press too hard because I want a very, very light impression. Love that. See that, guys? Now that I've done that, I'm going to bring in and I'm going to start to curl the edges of my tear up towards me. And I'm going to start to layer my cardstock. So again, it's a super simple project that can be recreated. But sometimes, as I mentioned, you need a little bit more of a serious card. And to me, this gives me the best of both worlds. And it can also be the filler for... I think Siri thinks I'm talking to her.
I think so. She scared me.
You're like, what did I do?
Wait, what?
Oh, absolutely love that. So again, I love the torn layers. I'm gonna just lift this up just a little bit more for a little bit more of a distressed edge. Super pretty. I'm gonna grab some thread. I've got some really, really old thread here that I love. And I'm just gonna bring it down.
So Andrea says that this will go well with the boho critters.
Yeah, it'll go great with the boho critters, especially that burlap background that I love. But I also think that it's a very good standalone piece. Wait till you see some of the other projects, like a super simple stationery set to the go, like if you're in the workplace and you need a positive message to send to someone, this is it, right? You've got, you know, the nothing can stop you. You are stunning. You make me want to be a better person. I love all of those sentiments. I think that there are messages that, you know, you can really help brighten someone's day or send that encouraging, uplifting note. So super cute. All right. When in doubt,
Pop it out.
we're gonna pop this guy right out onto our card front or our card base. So pretty. I love those layers. I love that look. Now we're going to go ahead and grab a little piece of the vanilla cream to stamp our sentiment. And I love the thank you in the perfect you. So I'm going to go ahead and grab it. I'm just making a thank you note here. And again, if you are if you want it to be super deep, you can decide to go in the green tones. You can decide to go, maybe add a little purple. We've got some tangy grape or got a little blemish on there. I love the richness of Tangy Grape, but I'm going to show you one additional thing. If you wanted to use, for example, your Stamparatus, and you're like, okay, well, I love the Tangy Grape, but because we're dealing with dye-based ink, the more ink you add, the deeper your color is going to get. So I'm going to grab that, and I'm going to stamp it a few different times. So we got Tangy Grape, and I'm going to do it 2 or 3 times. You're going to notice the difference between the two inked pieces. The only thing I recommend is that you heat set this, because you've got multiple layers of ink on top of each other. And it tends to stay wet. So see the difference? You've got Tangy Grape and Tangy Grape, but it's significantly darker on the one end than it is on the other. Do you see that? Because of course we stamped on top of it multiple times, but it's still going to be a great coordinating color to Tangy Grape because it's coming from Tangy Grape. So it's not all the way black and stark, but it is soft enough to where you want to bring in that additional color tone. Alright, so we've got our card base here.
Some love the color palette. As you know, we do have a lot of viewers that love purple, so they're in love with that color.
Yeah, I wanted to choose it. You know, I love to play with color palettes, as you guys know. I love creating new challenges for my color palettes because we have some beautiful, rich colors that just kind of scream at me and say, hey, let's try this color combo. Let's try this color combo. And so I create little challenges for everybody on my other page and say, hey, let's try to play with something like this. And so this was one of the ones that I wanted to toy with. And I love the color combination. Now I'm going to add a little hint of sweet pink here in a minute to soften it up. But I do love the idea. You could certainly stamp your sentiment direct, but you know, I love the idea of dimension. So I am going to be doing that. So we've got our beautiful thank you, and to top this down, I'm going to add a little flower made out of paper using sweet pink. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but I did share a die that I have in the works, and that is where this little flower is from. And I'm just bringing that in for a little extra touch. That's from the Flower Creator die that I shared in our Valentine class. So to add the finishing touch, you all know what I'm going to do. It's just a little bit of that white splatter is going to be a great little accent to my project. And also to my jacket.
Oh, nice. You just redesigned your jacket?
Redesigned my jacket, yeah. So what do you guys think? Super beautiful, right? I love this set so much, guys. I think it's so versatile. I love the burlap print in the background. It gives so much texture and dimension. Let me show you the other projects that you're going to be able to see on the website that I created earlier today when we made the decision to, I don't want to get white ink everywhere, when I made the decision to go ahead and, now all using this color palette because of course I wanted to play with it, but nothing can stop you. Love that burlap print. And see, I ended up cutting out the additional leaves for the bottom of the crown. So gorgeous. And thank you. I stamped the burlap on the rich cactus, so rich cactus on rich cactus. And check it out. Pretty. So again, guys, this particular bundle is burlap print, the super gorgeous, stunning crowns, and of course, the Perfect You. This one will go live today at 6 o'clock. So just a few more.
Well, they are loving this bundle. They love the wreath. Beautiful. And Andrea says, do you water down the sugar drops to splatter, or do you just use it?
I do water down the sugar drops to splatter, but not my pigment. I don't want to add any water to my pigment. This is just white acrylic paint that I water down. But so I wouldn't use my sugar drop powdered sugar or my sugar drop black taffy or my sugar, so not the black, not the vanilla, and not the white, to water down, because those three are different types of inks. Every other sugar drop, yes, I water down to be able to add splatter, and you're gonna see that in my in my mixed media class that we're gonna have next week. But this is the bundle for this week. But that's a great question, Circumman, because you definitely don't want to add water to the other ones because they do have a little bit of oil in them, and you don't want to. You're gonna get a little bit of separation.
So let's see, Miss Pat Jane's here. She says, "OMG, she loves the cards. Nothing can stop you." Beautiful cards. And yes, I know some of you are concerned. Monday is President's Day. It's a holiday, so will it affect? There will be a 1-day delay, possibly.
For shipping?
For shipping, but probably not. Just because they pick up Tuesday.
Oh,
for
right.
us,
It won't affect our the shipping for what? The bundle or the shipping for the mixed media? What are we asking about?
Well, probably a little bit of both.
It shouldn't affect it because we do FedEx Express.
Right.
So we're not really shipping ground. So FedEx Express is guaranteed in 2 days. So that should not be an issue. All right, guys. So tell me what you think. Did you enjoy that? Did you like it? Was it fun? Are you excited about the bundle? Remember, it goes live today at 6 for you to be able to get the bundle at 15%
So that's kind
off.
of like in 20 minutes.
In 20 minutes or so, it'll go live on the website. You'll be able to see the 2 projects that I showed after the fact, because of course I just created the one. But I did photograph the ones earlier today for your share.
Yes, so
Questions?
they really love it. Lots of hearts out to that bundle, and they're
Thanks,
gonna-
guys. We're super excited. I absolutely love this bundle. I can't wait for you guys to get it in your hot little hands so that I can see the amazing projects that you're going to create with this amazing share. And of course, we're going to continue to share projects throughout the weekend that were created by our amazing design team. But I think you're going to love it as much as I do. So I was really excited about the crowns because, again, it gives us a little different perspective or a little different project than some of the ones that we've created in the past. See? All right, guys. Well, thanks again for joining us tonight. And thanks for kind of rolling with the punches as we try this new change to give you guys a little bit more time on the bundle. I know the Mondays are a little bit tough on some of you just because of work or other things that need to happen, or maybe you're just exhausted from partying all weekend long. And so Monday is just kind of a hard day. But so we heard you. We decided to make it 2 days versus one, with a little bit of an early bird kickoff on that Thursday night.
So everyone says thank you, love. You're looking very fancy.
Ah.
Have a great night out. Enjoy the date.
Sounds great. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for being the best part of RG Studio 360. Have an amazing weekend and an amazing Valentine evening. Remember to continue to create and capture so that we can bring hope to those around us. Thanks again for joining us, and buenas noches.